Today we're going to talk about short-term clients versus long-term clients. Let's get on with this. I am James Richman, and this, as always, is Espresso Monday. And our today's question comes from Renzo Salvador, and Renzo asks, how do I deal with free services like Wix, which claims websites is not a big deal and anyone can make a professional website for free? Okay, so first of all, you have to understand that there is a big difference between professional website and professionally looking website. Places like, tools like Wix, and there are other, Weebly I think, I don't even know all of them, so-called website builders. They are made to look good, and they give you all these building options, all these blocks, so that you can make your website look good. There's nothing wrong with professionally looking website, because there are businesses that need it, and those would be self-employed freelancers or small businesses. So for instance, someone like freelance photographer, for instance, just a freelance photographer, all he might need is good looking, professionally looking website where he can add his portfolio and contact information. That's about it. There's not much interaction, sometimes a very basic, simple shopping cart. That's about it. And places like Wix can offer you this kind of stuff. Whereas professional website is something that you can customize and build upon yours or your customers' needs. You can create magic with it. And that's the difference, I would say, is that web builders will let you, with web builders, you can build what they let you build. But with something like WordPress, you can build what you want to build. That's the main difference. Because something like WordPress is open source. So you can tap into the code, if you know enough code, you can tap into the code, you can customize it, and you can build what you want to build, not what they will let you build. Which is the case with a place like places like Wix. They give you these building blocks again, a quick builder, so you can use their options to build something that is within their standards. Now another note that I've taken is, which is actually the title of this video, long-term versus short-term clients. Clients who are happy to go for free services like Wix, or very low-budget services like Wix, they usually need a quick fix. It could be, again, like a self-employed freelancer or a small business, like an accountancy firm, who all they need is basically set up a quick website where there's contact information, page for their services, what they do. That's about it. So that they just want to get online. They want to forget about it. And so those would be short-term clients where they would pay you the money, and then it would be bye-bye, until maybe a few months later they might need something from you, some changes. But anyway, usually something like Wix is very easily to be customized by anyone. Now, I would say that at First Web Designer we teach you to hunt for long-term clients, because you should want to establish a long-term relationship with your clients instead of just building a website saying there's an invoice, once it's paid, bye-bye. You should try to find out again what is the need for a website, and if it is, again I've taken notes down, short-term clients would be something like medium businesses, large enterprises, as well as public figures. Okay, so the same self-employed photographer eventually could become so famous, so good, that he could be featured on magazines, even on TVs, that he becomes a public figure. Now, once you're a public figure, you need monthly maintenance of your personal brand. Okay, so your website is not just a portfolio with the content information anymore. There's got to be all the landing pages, all different kind of different pages featuring your work, featuring interviews, case studies on a daily basis. Someone needs to look after that brand, which is not just a website anymore, it's marketing together with the brand. So, as well as large enterprises and medium businesses like e-commerce sites, they want on daily, weekly and monthly basis to be looked after. And once a company has achieved the level of medium business, large enterprise or public figure, they understand that they have to invest money in order to get money back, instead of just opting out for a quick fix like Wix. So those are the kind of clients you should aim for. So to sum this all up, I would say those people, those clients who are willing and so passionate about all these web builders and Wix and similar sites, leave it to them. let them do it, because more likely they are, like I said, basic self-employed freelancers or small businesses. Perhaps they don't even have enough budget to work with you long term, or more likely they don't even have a need for a long-term efforts and customized solutions. What you should aim for, again, medium businesses, large enterprises, and public figures. Those are the people who would need to be looked after on monthly, weekly, and daily basis. A long-term effort. So again, leave it to them. And so once you find these kind of medium businesses, large enterprises, and public figures, what they will need is custom solutions, and they will need long-term effort. And to do that, as always, of course, I'll recommend WordPress, which is open source, and WordPress runs more than 20% of the internet, which is like, again, there was like over 80 million sites, including White House, Beyonce, all music industry, celebrities. I mean, I'll include a link below this video to show you more what WordPress is capable of. Then, as always, learn the foundation of web development and web design. Basically, how do you start it off with Photoshop? How do you design the concept? How do you slice it all up? Then how do you take it into HTML to build the whole structure of the site? And then learn CSS to apply the design. And finally, the most important bit is how do you apply the website to the WordPress, which is what I just described. Not Wix, the WordPress. In case you don't know how to do all of that, we actually have launched a new course. We polished it all off. We put it all together. We actually based it on our last year's course that we released. I think it was just over a year ago, and we got a lot of good feedback. So we based it on that. So that's where you can learn HTML, CSS, Photoshop, build flat, responsive website, and put it all on WordPress. To access the website, to access the course, you can do it at the address rockingcode.com. Again, I'll leave the link below this video. Go and have a look. We have actually, we can offer double money back guarantee, so you have absolutely no risk at all. Have a look. If it's to your liking and if you find it useful, check it out. Opt in, learn some stuff, learn how to build WordPress websites, because that's where you're going to earn long-term income, and that's where you're going to earn and make a long-term relationship with your clients. Again, one question, one long answer. I hope it really answered your question, Renzo. Leave a comment below if you have any further questions. Until then, again, Espresso Monday as always. This was James with you. If you want your question to be answered, again, leave your question below. Include hashtag Espresso Monday, and I'll see you next week. Thanks a lot. I know, it's something. But what if they want to be, really personal? I know. If you want to be really personal with me, you can always shoot me an email, which is james@firstwebdesigner.com. I personally read every single email, and I will reply to your email. And if the question is amazing, bam, it will land on Espresso Monday, and I'll answer it. Cheers.